been with me. God bless each and every one of y'all. What a blessing to be here to talk to y'all this wonderful Thursday. Yes, God bless each and every one of y'all. I still believe, I still have hope for the Vikings this season. And I understand it's very hard sometimes to believe, but when you have the mindset that I have, is it ain't over till it's over. Until that season is over and we have no chance of making the playoffs, I'm rocking with the mighty Minnesota Vikings. You feel me? That's just how it is. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Make sure y'all please come in the building, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We about to talk about it, and I got some other stuff I got to talk about as well. Hold on, just give me one. Shout out to my guy A in the building. I got some other things I got to talk about, man. This is personal, y'all. At my house, I have a skunk. I have a skunk underneath my deck. Hold on. Am I on the right channel? Hold on, let me make sure I'm on the right channel real quick. But I have a skunk underneath my house, y'all. And I'm not sure how to think or what to do. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do. And as a big time Minnesota Viking fan, I don't know what to do. You know, Vikings, they would just go and do what they had to do. Right now, I'm not feeling like a Viking right now. I feel kind of lost right now. Shout out to my guy A. He said, Mike's Words Vibes, can I get a Go Birds? Hey, listen, bro, you're not getting a Go Birds for me, bro. Hey, listen, bro, respectfully, bro, I got a lot of respect for you. I got a lot of love for you, bro. But bro, you're not getting a go Birds for me, bro. I'm just saying, respectfully speaking, you're not getting a Go Birds for me, bro. Respectfully speaking, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I respect your team, y'all the defending champions, but that's all I got to say about that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm going through it right now, man. I got a skunk underneath my deck. I got a skunk underneath my deck. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of like nervous about it because I don't know if the thing is no longer with us. And then I got a mindset of I gotta get it underneath I gotta get it from underneath my deck. It is. I took a picture and everything. I should probably listen. I'm gonna probably post it on X, man. I got a skunk underneath my deck. I need some help because I refuse to pay $300. I did the research. I said, how much is it to remove a skunk? They said $300 and $600. I refuse to pay $300 or $600 to remove a dang on skunk. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Shout out to my guy, Toxic Trick Shot. Yo, man, I'm doing wonderful, man. God is good. I'm here, y'all. I'm here talking to my YouTube family, but I feel some type of way because I got a skunk underneath my deck. And it sprayed, and I said, why is the house smelling like skunk a little bit? And why, when I walk in the backyard, I still smell skunk? So I don't know, man. But I'm going to say this, man, I'm not liking it. Regardless, I'm not liking it. I'm going to get a contractor bag, and I'm going to do what I have to do. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm nervous. I don't do stuff like, listen, I love animals. I'm a dog, and I'm a cat person. I used to have hamsters back in the day. I had a frog back in the day. I love animals. I used to watch Animal Planet back in the day, National Geographic, and all that. But the things I don't mess with is skunks. Skunks and possums and raccoons. I mess with anything else. But I can't. But this is something I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do with a skunk? I don't know if the thing is no longer here. It darn sprayed yesterday. I know it's sprayed. Look, I'm banging on the door. I'm thinking the thing is no longer here. But what if I go in there with a contractor bag and the dang old thing wakes up and sprays the crap out of me? So I'm gonna be sitting in tomato juice. I'm gonna be sitting in tomato juice for hours. No, it's not in the crib. It's outside underneath my deck. It's outside, y'all, but it's underneath my deck. He's not in the house. If it was in my house, it'd be a problem. I ain't letting that happen. It's outside, you know what I mean? Just doing too much. You know what I'm saying? But it's not in the crib, man. It's outside. It has flies all up on it and stuff. I don't know if it got ran over and then it came underneath my deck and just I don't know, bro. But I did research on how to remove a skunk and how much it would cost to get the skunk removed by a exterminator. You know what I mean? And they saying $300 to $700. And I said to myself, you got the game all the way messed up. You feel me? You got the game messed up. And listen, I wasn't even going to go live. I said, I got to take care of this business. But I said, I got to talk to my YouTube family real quick. And I'm not going to be too long because I got to go outside and try to get this skunk away from the dang old crib because it stinks. As soon as you walk outside, you smell skunk, bro. As soon as you walk outside. I had the window down. I said, what the heck is going on? And I smelled it. I'm like, ugh. And if you smell skunk, you know they have a certain type of smell that is just disgusting. I know it's a defense mechanism they got to do to survive out there in the wilderness, but brother, you in the wrong area, my brother. Know what I mean? At least it isn't in the house. No, that's the point. No, it ain't in the house. It ain't in the house, but it's I don't know what to do. I'm about to, after I get off this live with y'all, you know what I mean? My Sixers are playing right now. I wanted to talk about the Sixers, but I ain't even doing it. So I'm going to talk to y'all real quick, and then I'm going to get off, and I'm going to go try to handle this skunk issue. But yeah, getting back to the Vikings, I still believe in the Vikings. I know I got mixed feelings when it comes to, like, how they're doing overall because I have such big expectations for this team. No, I haven't gave up on the season. I still believe, but the injury bug for the Vikings is out of control. Like, it really is out of control. But next man up, we got 3 new offensive linemen, bro, that's about to start against the dang on Browns. So it's not looking good, bro. And this is why I was saying yesterday I was nervous about the Browns defensive line because I really am nervous because of how bad we are banged up. We are banged up. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen. Hold on. Let me read some of these comments. Leave a fruit out by the sidewalk. They eat fruit. Okay. Hey, listen. I threw something at the dang on skunk too, y'all. It's underneath the deck, right? And there's like this little hole where I threw something just to see if it's alive. Not to hit the skunk, but I threw it close to the skunk, right? And it didn't budge. It didn't budge, bro. And I can't tell if it's still here, meaning alive, or is the dang thing sleeping, because I know skunks are nocturnal. And the thing I don't want to do is go underneath that deck thinking I'm Superman. You know what I mean? I am a Viking fan, but I don't want to go underneath the deck. The dang thing looks at me, gets up, and sprays me. That's the what. Listen, you won't see me live for a while because I'll be in that dang on tomato juice. This is the funniest thing, bro. It's funny. Funny. But we gonna say they make sprays you can buy like proof and all kinds of sprays. Walmart has one. It kills the smell. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, I walked. Look, this is what happened. I walked downstairs, right, and I had like the windows down a little bit, and I smelled the skunk, and I was like, I'm thinking it's my cat. I'm like, is it my cat that made that smell? I'm like, all right, so it's not my cat. I know what skunk smells like, and I'm like, all right, so I'm taking my son to the bus stop and everything. I go outside and I smell nothing but skunk. I said, maybe a guy ran over by a car. Then I leave, handle a few errands and whatever. I come back to the crib and I smell the skunk still. So I'm like, okay, let me look around. Let me observe the property, right? So I look underneath the deck and the dang on thing is just laying there, just sitting there, sitting there, calm and collective. Got a couple of flies on it, and I don't know if the thing is here or is it alive or what's going on. But I'm not used to skunks. I can do any other animal, groundhog, squirrels. I'll do a possum, and I'm not the biggest fan of possums. I don't mess with raccoons. They scary to me. I don't know something about raccoons scare me. I don't know what it is. Possums scare me as well. I'm usually good with wildlife, y'all. I'm good. Listen, foxes, everything, deer, anything. I'm good with anything pretty much, but a skunk is the one thing I don't mess with, bro. I really don't mess with them. AFC North cakewalk for the Steelers this season. Oh, snap. We gonna see. But you beat us, so I can't really talk. But we respectfully, bro, when we go against your team, Nolan, we won't beat the brakes off your team again. We're gonna beat your brakes next time we play y'all. I mean, how long has it been around? He'll go away. I just noticed it, bro. Jose, I literally just noticed the skunk was underneath the deck. This is the first time I smelt the skunk. So I don't know how long it's been here. But I noticed the smell when I walked down the steps. And I was like, I'm sitting there blaming my cat. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Did you pee or something? Or what the heck is that smell? I'm like, that don't smell like my cat. My cat's name is Zeke. He's a kitten. And I'm like, oh, it's not my kitten. It's a dang old skunk. And I'm thinking, oh, it's outside somewhere. Someone probably hit it with a car. It's just probably sprayed somewhere and it's just coming, the draft is coming over here because I had the window or whatever. I can smell it. So now I go outside and I smell it even heavier. And then when I ran a couple of errands this morning, came back home, and I still smell it, I said there has to be something going on. Has to be something. So I found it. I'm going to probably post that picture. Look, he chilling, bro. He chilling. Unless he ain't no longer here. I got a skunk in my house. It's still bear down. For real. Vikings doesn't have horns. Hey, listen, man. We going to see. What up? What up, Battle? Yeah, what's good with you, bro? Yeah, I got a skunk issue, bro. I got a skunk underneath my deck, and I don't know how to get it away. I'm banging on the door to try to see if it's alive, to try to see if it can run away, and I'm gonna run back in the house. That thing didn't budge at all, bro. You look like a Lions fan. Hey, listen, respectfully, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Listen to me. Let me tell you this, bro. I ain't no Lions fan. Hey, look at this jersey right here. You know who that is? That's an Adrian Peterson jersey. Don't ever mistake, respectfully speaking, don't ever mistake me for a Lions fan. You see the jersey, Vikings, Trey Waynes. Hey, listen, don't mistake. Listen, I don't mean this to no disrespect to the Lions fans, but respectfully speaking, we're going to beat the brakes off the Lions when we play them 2 times this season. I ain't give up on this season. I'm a Viking fan. I'm one of the few Vikings. Well, there's a lot of Viking fans that didn't give up, but I'm not giving up until it's over, baby. Until the season over, I ain't giving up. Let's go, Vikings. Go to the bowl, baby. The Vikings will be victorious on Sunday against the Browns. Heavy Hitter said, what up, Bell? I read that. Minnesota Vikings is the only team in NFL history that had 14 wins in a season and be one and done. Yeah. I know somebody got one as a pet. Oh, man. You know, but they can be pets if you take the little, the scent thing, whatever. I wouldn't want no skunk as a no dang on pet. Man, but yeah, I used to work with them. Used to smell them all day. Can't deal with it. Yeah, I can't stand the smell, bro. So I gotta get a bag, and I have to somehow figure out, I gotta figure out something. I'm not dealing with this. I don't want my family to be scared of a skunk walking in the house or playing outside in the backyard or whatever. I don't want that. So I have to figure out something to try. Either if it's not no longer alive, you know what I mean? I got to figure out something. I got to do something. I don't know what to do, but I'm going to figure out something. Trust and believe that. But yeah, it's definitely an issue. I'll tell you that. It's definitely an issue. I don't like it at all. Another Viking that never won a Super Bowl. Hey, yeah, he never won a Super Bowl, but he's one of the greatest running backs of all time, respectfully, bro. There's a lot of, let me say this. So that takes away from his greatness. There's a lot of players that never won a Super Bowl that are all-time great players. That don't take away from it's very hard to win a Super Bowl. That's why when you win a Super Bowl, it's a very good thing. But there's bench warmers that have Super Bowls. So what, those bench warmers are better than Adrian Peterson? You know who Adrian Peterson is, brother? Adrian Peterson is one of the greatest running backs of all time. That's like saying, oh, Randy Moss wasn't a good wide receiver because he never won a Super Bowl. That's like saying Terrell Owens wasn't a good wide receiver because he never won a Super Bowl. That's like saying Larry Fitzgerald is not a good wide receiver because he never won a Super Bowl. Let's get into basketball. That's if you know a little bit about basketball. That's like saying Charles Barkley is not a good a player because he never won a championship. Allen Iverson. You know who Allen Iverson is? He never won a championship, so he's not a good player. There's so many players throughout the history of sports that never won a championship, but that does not mean that they're not a great player, man. Respectfully speaking, Adrian Peterson's one of them guys, bro. JJ McCarthy stinks, haha. Nah, he don't stink. Mike, what up? RC, what's good, bro? Browns will handle the Vikings. Nah, it's not going to happen, bro. Let's get it. You're better, New York Giants. Nah, love your channel, brother. But go Birds. We proved it. Hey, listen, Angelo, respectfully, bro. When we go against your team, respectfully, bro. When we go against your team, when we go against your team respectfully, we're gonna beat the brakes off your team, man. Respectfully speaking, we're gonna beat the brakes off your team. It is what it is, bro. When we play against your team after the bye week, we're gonna see. I'll be live. I hope that you in the live stream because a lot of people yapping, yappity, yap, yappy, yappy, yappity, 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 yappy, yappity, yappity, yap, yap. They yap a lot, but are they about that talk, that walk? I mean, because you could talk, you could be about that talk, but are you about that walk? So be in the live stream, and we're gonna see what happens. You feel me? Mike, you would give up if you was 6 and 11. Nah, yeah, I would probably give up by then. Yeah. Ain't been here in a week or so. How are you holding up, man? Season real talk, man. I'm holding up well, man. God is good. I'm here, and I'm thankful I could talk to y'all. And on top of that, man, even though I got a skunk underneath my deck, God is good. You feel me? And I feel like the Vikings are going to be victorious this year, meaning the Super Bowl. I'm still talking Super Bowl, brother. Hey, listen, we taking one game at a time. We 2-2. The season ain't over, brother. I still believe in this team. I know we got injuries to our starting quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. I know we got to start Carson Wentz. I understand we have to start 3 offensive linemen that hasn't played. Oh, listen, we got backups, 3 backups starting this Sunday. I understand it looks bad for us, but as a super optimistic, super big fan of the Minnesota Vikings, I'm not giving up, bro. The Vikings will be okay. I think we have the positives about the Vikings is we have one of the best defenses in the game. The positives about the Vikings is J.J. McCarthy is still a question mark, but I know that sounds crazy to say positive. He's a question mark because when he does prove everybody wrong, listen, it's gonna make it even better. It's gonna make it so much better. Because there's a lot of negative vibes around JJ. There's a lot of people that's doubting JJ. It's not as bad as Shadir Sanders. Like Shadir Sanders, people don't like that man. I don't know what Shadir Sanders did to everybody, but people just don't like Shadir Sanders. But I don't know how you don't like JJ McCarthy. Some people be like, oh, he's a bust after 2 games. JJ McCarthy played 2 games and he's a bust. Now, if you say he's injury prone, listen, I could probably go with that narrative because he keeps getting hurt. But if you say he's a bust, bro, respectfully, I disagree with that narrative. You feel me? But it's like a lot of people not liking J.J. McCarthy, and I can't wait until he plays against the Eagles. Well, we gotta beat the Browns. We gotta handle business. Once we beat the brakes off the Browns, and then we got the bye week, and everybody's healed up, we're gonna go against the Eagles at home, and we're gonna beat the brakes off the Eagles, and I cannot wait. Salute to everybody in the building, and make sure you hit that like button. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. And everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. Whether you a Viking fan or not, this is one YouTube family. And I gotta say this, man. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly mean that. You know what I mean? Sports are designed to bring us together, and I truly mean that. And even though I'm gonna say what I'm about to say, respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, you know what I mean? I'll answer your question. If you're not a Viking fan, I'll answer your question. But respectfully speaking, if you got a question about your team, I'll answer it. But respectfully speaking, the slogan goes like this on this channel. When we play against your team, the Vikings are going to beat the brakes off your team. And I say that respectfully because I know people going to get worked up. I know a lot of people going to get in their feelings. But listen, bro, it's all love at the end of the day. I talk my talk, but it's all love at the end of the day. But please make sure you double tap that screen and hit the like button. Double tap that screen, hit the like button. Show your brother some love and hit that subscribe button if you're feeling the vibes. Let's go. We go live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And I would love to see you in the chat. And at halftime, y'all can come on the show and talk that talk. Listen, Sam Darnold, we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's doing the Super Bowl, Jose. Yup. Are you from Minnesota? No, I'm not from Minnesota, bro. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm Philly everything. Look, that's Sixer stuff with Drew Holiday. That's a signed autograph jersey, signed autograph framed picture of Drew Holiday dunking on somebody with his autograph. I got Adrian Peterson in the middle with the autograph right there. You probably can barely see it. And then I got Philly stuff over there. The Phillies are in the playoffs right now. That's Bryce Harper. So I'm a hybrid sports fan, but on this channel, we cover the Minnesota Vikings. But I have another channel called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. If you're interested, go check out that channel, Mike. I'm gonna put it in the comments. Mike Sports Vibes Balling. And that channel, I cover the Sixers and the Phillies, and I might cover some boxing and some hockey. So Mike Sports Vibes Balling. Everybody that's on the chat, if you're interested in basketball, baseball, go check out that channel, man. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. But let me catch up with some of these comments right here. Appreciate everybody that's in the building. He said, are you a Viking fan? Because they have, hey, listen, bro, respectfully, TX Carmage 817. Listen, bro, I'm not going to block you off for this one comment. But respectfully, we don't talk about the cheerleaders, bro. We talk about football. And if that's something that you like personally, keep that to yourself or go to another channel and talk about the cheerleaders. We talk about the dudes that are on that field playing the game of football. We're not talking about other stuff. So respectfully, if that's what you like, then you can like that. All I'm saying is this. Respectfully speaking, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the dudes that's on the football field playing football. Okay? That's if I see another comment, bro, I'm blocking you, bro. No hesitation. You know what I mean? I'm blocking you. Because that sounds just crazy. It's corny. It's weird and it's corny. Mike, wait, you been, because Hey, RC, we beating the brakes off the Eagles. Retired a jersey. My guy's season is over. No, season is never over, bro. This season ain't over until we say it's over, bro. Respectfully. Definitely can't hold it down. Hopefully we can hold it down. I still believe in the Vikings, though. I still believe in the Vikings. He says, so you would fight? No, I'm not a fake Viking fan. I'm a real Viking fan. Just because I'm not from Minnesota, there's Minnesota Viking fans all around the world. Just like the Cowboys fans. There's a lot of Cowboy fans in PA. There's a lot of Cowboy fans everywhere. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're a fake fan. They're just in another state rocking with another team. I'm a Viking fan. I'm Philly everything else, though. When it comes to everything else, I'm Philly everything else. But I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. There's not many of us here, but I'm a big-time Viking fan. Hey, listen, I went to my first Viking game week 2, bro. I met Dante Culpepper, one of the greatest quarterbacks in Minnesota Viking history. Got an autograph, and I got a picture with Dante Culpepper. Check out my community post if you haven't already. Check that out. I took a picture with Dante, and what's his name? And one of the best guards in Minnesota Viking history. I forgot his first name, but his last name is Dixon. So I took a picture with him as well. Vikings suck. Okay, respectfully, I disagree with that. Who's your team, though? Who's your team? We'll beat the brakes off your team. Respectfully, we'll beat the brakes off your team. Viking fans should put their gear up and go to. Oh, yeah. Football is going to make you happy. All right, whatever. Your team is garbage. Yeah, man, respectfully. Trolling, get a like. Yeah, he's a lame. I don't understand it, bro. Name 15 Viking players. Name 15 Viking players. Where do you want me to, like, why? Why do you want me to name 15 Viking players? I don't understand why. What's the point? Broncos country in the house. Hey, listen, I respect the Broncos, though. I respect the Broncos. I got a very good defense. I like Bo Nix, man. I like your young quarterback. I like your coach. I think you guys have a team that can definitely do some damage in the playoffs. Because I look at it like this, man. The regular season and postseason, 2 different seasons. And as long as you get in the dance, you have a chance to win the Super Bowl, whether you have a bye week or not. Of course, if you have the bye week, you have more of a chance because you play one less game. But at the end of the day, you still got to play them games, bro, to get to the Super Bowl. And the hottest team usually, the hottest and healthiest team usually wins the Super Bowl. It's not always the home field advantage team it's a higher percentage of them winning the Super Bowl, but it's not always. You could be a wild card team, barely get in the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. So that's what makes football so great. Respectfully, you ain't beating the Eagles. I hate Hey, Jose Rodriguez. What's the O saying? All the NFL fans that's in the chat right now. What's the O saying? Any given Sunday, bro. Any given Sunday. You know what I mean? You just never know, bro. But I need everybody that's in the building to double tap that screen. Hit that like button, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, you are welcome to this YouTube channel. This is one YouTube family, and I really mean that. This is one YouTube family, and I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. I truly mean that. But respectfully, I will say that we will beat the brakes off your team. That's just why I feel, bro. And listen, that goes for anybody's team. I don't care what team you rock with. You welcome to the YouTube family, but I say it in a respectful way. When we go against your team, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. Yes, we took a couple of L's this season, but it's only the beginning, bro. Pretty much a quarter of the season, pretty much almost over. Hey, listen, bro, it is what it is. We good. We 2-2. We a 500 team. The season don't look the best right now, but it ain't the worst right now. You feel me? We could be 0-4 right now, bro, but we 2-2, baby. We got a chance, man. That's all I want is a chance. But we gonna win a Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? How many teams barely got into the playoffs and won a Super Bowl? Let's keep it real. I know for a fact 2 years the Giants won the Super Bowl. They barely got into the playoffs, bro, with Eli Manning. They barely got to the playoffs. And what happened when they got to the playoffs? It was curtains. That defense was all that. And Eli was clutch when it counted the most. I got a lot of respect for Eli Manning, bro. When you could talk about his regular season stats and all that. Listen, when it comes to the postseason, bro, that man's official. That man's official. Bo Nix not better than JD5. Listen, we gonna see. It's still early in their career. They is pretending to be a Viking fan. What? Bo Nix is. And it can't take the pressure. Bo Nix, we'll see. It's still early, man. This is his second year. He's playing pretty good in his second year. Browns, hey, Grasshopper, respectfully, bro. My Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off of the Browns, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. It's a wrap. Know what I mean? You got a good coach, for sure. Yeah, I think we got a good coach. Dallas puts between the Vikings on time. Yeah, we gonna see. We're beating the brakes off of Dallas. I'll tell you that. Just gotta put in Carson Wentz. Yeah, we got Carson Wentz, but I'm not the biggest. Listen, I'm cheering for any quarterback that's playing that puts on the purple and gold. But respectfully, bro, he's not the future of this team. I don't care how good he plays against the Browns this Sunday. It's JJ McCarthy's team, for real, for real. Is JJ McCarthy your guy? JJ McCarthy's the guy right now, and I do want him to prove himself. Because it can't just be, he's just the 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft that he automatically is the guy. He has to do his job. You know what I mean? I believe in JJ McCarthy. I'm not giving up on JJ McCarthy after 2 games, but I will say that he has to prove himself. And I know there's a lot of ways that he can prove himself. If JJ McCarthy can shine with a bad offensive line, and if JJ McCarthy, I'm not saying he's going to be perfect. He's going to have his ups and downs. I'm not going to say he's going to be perfect. But if he can do good with a bad offensive line, bro, sky's the limit. This offensive line is bad. And I don't mean that. And it's not bad because of the talent. It's bad because of the injuries. We're starting 3 offensive linemen in this game against the Browns. But like I said, JJ McCarthy has to prove that he is the guy. I believe in him, but just because I believe in him doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be the guy. You know what I mean? I believe in him. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I think if he can, it is not just all on him. It's the coach as well. KLC has to be better, bro, with his play calling. But I just want to be careful on when people be trying to make it seem like the man is just done after 2 games. I try to, and I respect everybody's opinion, and I respect the ones that, I respect everybody's opinion. But the ones that have been a Viking fan for so long, way longer than me, and they saw some Super Bowls that we lost, I tend to be like, okay, if you feel like that, I don't agree with you, but I understand because you witnessed 4 Super Bowls and they lost all 4. So, but I just feel like we gotta be a little bit more patient with JJ McCarthy when it comes to his experience. He doesn't have any experience, and he can't get experience being on the sideline. If he keeps getting hurt, he can't get the experience. We have to be able to be patient enough to see if the man can play a few seasons, bro. A couple at least. I don't say a few. I'll say a couple. The rest of this season after the bye week, hopefully, and then next season after that. And then we'll see. And if there's no progression and KLC is not doing the right plays and calling the right plays to make this man successful, one thing I would love to see him do, his play calling got to be like whoever the offensive coordinator is for the Steelers, I would wish KLC learned from that because Aaron Rodgers was dinking and dunking all game. He wasn't throwing a deep ball. He was dinking and dunking, bro. That he knows his offensive line ain't the best, So he said, I'm going to just dink and dunk. And the thing about dinks and dunks can go for 20 yards, can go for 30 yards because, it's the yards after the catch because they could break a tackle or something, or they could be wide open and just get a few extra yards. But I just feel like these long drawn out plays that KLC be calling is putting JJ McCarthy is making JJ McCarthy look bad and is not putting him in a good position to be successful. You get what I'm saying? It's like you already got a bad offensive line because of injury, right? And then then the play calling on top of that makes it even worse. So it's just like, I think that I don't want to say he's the guy until I see a little bit more, but I do believe JJ has talent. I do believe he has it factor, and I just want to see the man play. That's it. That's just my hope. That's just my mindset right now. Like, I'm just ready to see him play. But shout out to everybody in the building. Lefties in the building. About to get AFC Central belt. Nah. We beating the brakes off all of them. We lost to the Steelers. We ain't losing to the Browns. Hey, listen. We lost to the Steelers. We not losing to the Browns. We beat the Bengals. We're about to beat the Browns. So we're going to beat the brakes off of the Browns. We already beat the brakes off the Bengals. Who else is in your division? The Ravens. We're going to beat the brakes off of the Ravens. So your whole division, we're going to beat the brakes off your whole division besides the Steelers, because the Steelers beat us. But you know the vibes over here. You know what I'm saying? He said, go look at last 3 years. Last 3 years of the season. You're losing the Browns. You scored 3 points against the Steelers. Hey, listen. Steelers is a better team than the Browns, in my opinion. My Raiders need to do better. I like the Raiders. It's still early. I like the Raiders, though. They got a pretty darn good defense. I think in total defense, they're top 10. Have the Vikings even won a Super Bowl? No, we never won a Super Bowl. We'll win it this year. Vikings and Lions have never made it to the Super Bowl. I hope they do. We will. Purple. Hey, Purple, I didn't miss you, bro. I didn't miss your comment. Mike, tell him. He said, Mike, tell him. Yeah, you already know the vibes, bro. Just win, baby. Yeah, we just gonna win. Take one game at a time. How about the game on Sunday there, bro? My Steelers ended up with the big. Yeah, your Steelers definitely deserve that win. We almost tried to make a comeback against y'all, but it was a little bit too late, bro. Like, the adjustments wasn't made in time. Whatever adjustments they made, bro, they made some adjustments and they was looking good until Carson Wentz just you know. But you got to make the adjustments earlier in the game. You can't wait until the fourth quarter to be like, oh, we got to do this. Let's try this. No, bro. Don't be stubborn. You got to make them adjustments. That's true. At Green Bay, they have a history of benching young quarterbacks and let them learn. Yeah, I don't think when JJ McCarthy gets back, I don't think you could bench him. I think you got to let it play out. Even if he does bad, you got to let it play out. He has to learn. You know what I mean? Grimes is back. Yeah, I know. I got to talk about that. But I got a skunk situation, y'all. I got a skunk underneath my deck, man. And I don't know what to do to get them out underneath my deck. I know they nocturnal. And I was banging on the dang on door. And I was banging, and I was like, I threw something close to him, and he didn't budge. So I don't know if the thing is no longer alive. It is stinking up my whole deck. I went downstairs. It even stinked up a little bit of my house. And I was like, I thought it was just something outside and maybe it got ran over by a car, but it's underneath my deck. So I'm going to check my, when I get off this live, I got to go check and see if it's still in the same spot. But I was wondering, in my backyard, bro, there's like these little holes, like something's digging in my yard. And I was like, is that a squirrel trying to like hide food? What is doing that? And I'm like, it was the last couple of days. And I said, it's not a groundhog, because I actually have a groundhog in my yard too, in my backyard. I got like 2 yards. It's like a small little yard, and I have a bigger yard in the back, right? And the groundhog's in the bigger yard in the back. And I got the little yard that's like, it's weird. It's hard to explain. But I was like, it's not a groundhog, because I know groundhogs, their holes are big. And I was like, maybe it's a squirrel. And I said to myself, I hope it's not a skunk. And I think that's what it is a skunk underneath my deck. And Vikings Jerome said, too many injuries this season. It's true, but it's not over, bro. Hey, listen, the season ain't over, bro. Until the season is over, it ain't over. It ain't over until it's over. It ain't over until we say it's over. You feel me? But yeah, I gotta figure out this skunk situation. I gotta go to Home Depot or Lowe's, give me some thick contract bags, so even if he sprays at me, I can block it or something. You feel me? Injury report looks a battle. Oh, let me look at the injury report. Hey, let me look at the injury report. Oh my God, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look. I'm nervous to look. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I'm nervous because at the end of the day, y'all, that's really what's hurting our team. All right, so I'm looking at the injury report. Hold on. Try to make this bigger real quick. Because my whole thing is this, like, we definitely got hit with the injury bug this year. But it's not over, though. It's not over. Jordan Addison back with Jefferson. All right, so let me just see if I can figure this out. All right, so full practice for Tyler Batty? Christian Darrisaw did not practice. Oh, snap. But I think they just rested him. CJ Ham, full practice. Donovan Jackson did not practice. Michael Juergens did not practice. Ryan Kelly did not practice. JJ McCarthy did not practice. Gosh, Lee. Brian O'Neill didn't practice. Xavier Scott, full practice. Dallas Turner did not practice. Oh, illness. I hope he gets well. Oh, my goodness. Andrew Van Ginkel, neck, did not practice. I'm done. I can't read no more, bro. I can't. It's terrible. Ravens not going to keep looking like that. They going to put up 40 on you. No way, Jose. Ain't no way, bro. JJ McCarthy, but rather have Darnold. Man, we ain't worried about none of that. You talking about O Sands. Respectfully, I disagree with that. You got to give the man a little bit of a chance. Like, it's only been 2 games, bro. It's only been 2 games. Who you replacing JJ McCarthy with? If you give up on a quarterback after 2 games. So, let me get this straight. You're willing to give up on a 10th overall pick in the first round of 2024 NFL draft after only 2 games this season? He played only 2 regular season games. You're going to give up on a quarterback that quick? Hey, listen, you'll be a different type of coach, bro. You'll be firing everybody. Anybody have a bad game, you're going to fire them that same day, bro. I see. Hey, listen, they'll make sure they play good if you the coach. Vikings have made before Super Bowl. Yeah, we've been to 4. Yup. Ravens not going to. Yeah, I've read that. Eagles versus Chiefs again. Nobody likes us. We don't care. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, bro. I disagree with that narrative, though. Raiders just traded for Josh Allen. Wouldn't that be something? Call Animal. Yeah, I have to call. I might have to do something. I smell that skunk all the way over here. McCarthy will be good. He just needs time. Give him another 2 years. I don't know about the 2 years part. I'll give him the rest of this year, and I'll give him next year. 2 years, bro. His rookie contract gonna be done, bro. You got it. You can't give him too many more years. You got to see what this man got. If he can't improve and show something in 2 years, how many years do you have to play to have an idea of when a quarterback is good or not? I say at least this rest of the year and next year. A full season next year and the rest of the season after the bye week can give us a better it'll give us see what he got. We'll see what he has. But I understand people will say we don't have a good offensive line. I understand that, play call and all that. But he has to look better than what he's looking like. And I know he's a rookie pretty much, but at the same time, and it's not just all on him. But I would like to see a little bit of progression. You know what I mean? And even though he did have a very good fourth quarter against the Bears in week 1, but still. Raiders are mums. Yeah, I like the Raiders though, bro. Vikings should flip a pick for Daniel Jones or Richardson. They going to... Nah, we had Daniel Jones. We're not going backwards, bro. We had Daniel Jones. We ain't going backwards. I like Daniel Jones, though. You think the Vikings are honestly going to the Super Bowl this year? To be completely honest here, Jaden Daniels was amazing last year. He was 1 game away. JJ isn't on that level yet. We will see. See, how do you know he's not on that level if he only played 2 games this season, bro? You know what I mean? You might be 100% correct that he's not Jaden Daniels. Okay. Jaden Daniels is a pretty darn good quarterback. He's hurt now, but he's a very good quarterback in my eyes. But at the same time, I don't think you can necessarily say JJ McCarthy isn't on his level until you see him play. He only played 2 games. Even though he didn't look the best, we went 1-1 in those games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a short That's only 2 games to really evaluate a talent. A talent. That's you gotta see him play more games. Lions are dog. It would be in the brace off the Lions, respectfully. Yo, something Mike ended up. Oh man, what's going on? Oh man, peace and love. Shout out to you, bro, and thank you for being tuned in. I got a little situation. I got a skunk underneath my deck. I'm talking about the Vikings, and I'm talking about a skunk that's underneath my deck. I don't know if the thing is alive or not, but it stinks, and it got flies on it or whatever. And I know, and I'm a little nervous. That's all. I'm a little nervous because I don't know what to do. I made noise, and it won't budge. I threw something close to it. The dang thing didn't budge. So I don't want to go, and I know they're nocturnal. What I don't want to do is go underneath the deck and I get sprayed. That's the one thing I don't want to happen. So I don't know if I should just call the professionals just to be on the safe side, or because that's $300 right off the bat. I ain't trying to spend $300. They said it was $300 to like $700, $300 to $600 for a dang on skunk. You feel me? For a skunk. So, and it might not even be alive. So I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should just take a chance. I might literally just take a chance and try to scoop it up, to be honest with you. But I'm nervous it's alive. Now, if it's alive, I'm getting sprayed. I'm getting sprayed automatically. So if you don't see me live for a day or two, I got sprayed pretty much by a dang on skunk. I took a picture of it. He just sitting there just knocked out, bro. Knocked out. So I'm talking about the Vikings on this live stream, and we talking about a skunk. And we talking NFL talk with your boy, Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. And hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family, baby. Let's go to the ball. And when we go live for every single game with the scoreboard and everything, at halftime you could come on the show if you want. But let me say this, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I also want to say this as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, respectfully speaking, for all the people that's not a fan of the Minnesota Vikings. Let me rephrase that. The mighty Minnesota Vikings. For all the people that's not a fan of the mighty Minnesota Vikings, you're welcome to this YouTube channel. But respectfully speaking, if we play your team, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. Let me talk that talk, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. JJ, why are y'all saying that? He only played 2 games. Now, this is my whole thing. For everybody that thinks JJ McCarthy isn't good, right? If he comes back after the bye week and he actually is good, I need all y'all that's doubting JJ to come on the comments and be like, Mike, I thought I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I'm just saying. It sucks when you players get hurt. I'm a Giants fan in Malik. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That sucks, bro. That sucks. I love Malik Neighbors. He's a good wide receiver. We still just have Aaron. Yeah, you got Aaron. We're going to beat the brakes off y'all in the Super Bowl. If we see you in the Super Bowl, we're going to beat the brakes off y'all too. Oh, girl. Nah, I mean, my bad. JJ won the national championship. Who is a pocket passer? He needs time to O-line and going to improve. Yeah, but it's not even just the O-line. It's the play calling too. Like, I'm giving everybody the blame, bro. It ain't just the O-line. O-line hurt. But it's the play calling. KOC going to take... Hey, listen, I'm a Viking fan. I'm holding everybody accountable, bro. The play calling has to be better, bro. Hey, listen. It's not just all on JJ. It's not just all on the offensive line, even though they banged up. They looking bad right now. But at the end of the day, the play calling. All right, now I'm going to ask y'all this question. And this is not me talking down on nobody. This is just me asking y'all an honest question. If you was the head coach of the Vikings, right? And you know you got 3 offensive linemen that are not playing this Sunday, right? They're all hurt. So you only got 2 starters playing. And that's Will Fries and Christian Darrisaw. Most likely. I don't even know if that's a guarantee. At the rate we going, I don't know if that's a guarantee. I'm just think we're going to have 2, right? And if that's the case, if you was the head coach of the Vikings, would you try to do long passes over 20 yards to try to get a completed pass? Or would you adjust and say, oh, why don't we try to do some quick passes, some quick slants, or just whatever, a quick pass? Change it up a little bit. It could be a quick pass to a wide receiver screen to JJ. Get the ball in your best player's hands. You got to change it up. You can't, as much as we have, like I said before, I understand we got the best wide receiver in the game, in my honest opinion. His name is Justin Jefferson, number 18. You know what I'm saying? There's only one JJ in the game. But at the same time, You have to adjust to what your offensive line can do. You have to adjust to what the talent you have on that football field. You can't sit there and expect JJ to drop back, wait 5 seconds, sip on coladas, go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Doing it, having a whole fiesta, having a party back there, and expect him to throw it to Justin Jefferson when your offensive line is banged up. You don't got the time to throw it that far. So if you don't got the time to throw it that far, you don't got that time for that route to develop properly. Why are you still calling plays as if the dang on offensive line is healthy? And I'm not trying to come at KLC. I'm holding that man accountable. That's just how it's going to have to be over here. Whether anybody like it or not, I'm holding everybody accountable on this team. From the quarterback to the coach to the running back, wide receiver, head coach, defensive coordinator, offensive line coach, everybody, special team coach, everybody's getting it. Listen, I love the Vikings, but I'm not going to be delusional and say that, listen, if they're not playing good, I'm holding them accountable. If we don't win the Super Bowl this year, if we don't get to the playoffs this year, if I don't see progression, even though our offensive line is banged up, I'm holding them accountable. Big facts. Keeping it 100. Big facts, keeping it 100. We ain't talking Super Bowl until we there. Yeah, I can't even help it, bro. It's just a slogan. I can't even help it. I think Jefferson is slowing down. No. Let me say this. And I had this discussion with some other people. Just because a wide receiver is not doing good when it comes to the statistics, there's other factors on why. The ball's not getting to him. The ball ain't getting to him. That's like, for instance, and I use this as a perfect example. Remember when Randy Moss was on the Raiders? People thought Randy Moss was done. A quarterback matters in the NFL, y'all. You got to have a quarterback to throw that dude the ball. A wide receiver, I don't care how good of a wide receiver you are. If the ball don't go to you, you can't be productive. If the ball don't go to you, you can't be productive. The ball ain't going to JJ, so how can he be productive? I promise you, hypothetically speaking, say Justin Jefferson was on the Chiefs. I guarantee you he will be putting numbers up that you probably never. Listen, you thought Tyreek Hill was good with the Chiefs. If it was JJ, bruh, Patrick Mahomes, listen, I would be scared for the AFC if Justin Jefferson was on with Patrick Mahomes. I would be scared for the AFC if Justin Jefferson was with Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a quarterback. If you don't have a quarterback to throw the ball, and I'm not saying we don't have a quarterback because we have J.J. McCarthy, but I'm just saying right now he's hurt, and Carson Wentz had a good game throwing it to just J.J. against the Steelers, but against the Bengals, he didn't really have that many catches. You know what I mean? Move the team to London. Now, we ain't doing that. The Minnesota Vikings are going to average team this season, which is not a good place. Yo, we going to be all right, though, this year. Honestly, don't know. We're going to see. Oh, you said you going to spend more than $300 on tomato. Listen, I'm going to be in the tomato bath all day, bruh. If I get sprayed, I'm nervous about this dang on skunk. I'm going to have to, matter of fact, what time is it? I got to call the dang exterminator now. I got to stop playing. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. I got to go call the exterminator. I got to figure out. I'm going to bang on the dang on thing again. I'm going to throw something around it again and see if it moves. Because I don't know if the skunk is not alive. I don't know, man. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little nervous, though. Because I don't mess with animals like that. A dang on skunk. I don't mess with. I mess with. Look, I'm okay with a garden snake, even though I don't like garden snakes. I seen garden snakes and everything. I seen foxes, deers, everything. I don't mess with no dang raccoon, and I don't mess with no dang on skunk. Those two animals I don't mess with in the wild. I don't mess with any animals in the wild, really. But I'm just saying, I stay away from them. If I see them, I stay away automatically. Vikings will go 8-9. Nah, it's not happening, bro. JJ look weak. Yeah, he was 1-1 though. He's 500 in his career. So, Tim and shit against the Giants, my bad. Nah, we ain't worried about none of that, Jose. Regular Mahomes should have kept Sam Darnold. Blade. Yeah, listen, bro. We can't give up on JJ McCarthy yet, man. I don't believe that. But My whole thing is this. I had a video and I said, yo, what if JJ McCarthy comes back after the bye week off of his high ankle sprain and we got the Eagles? Say we beat the Eagles. We got a quarterback at that point, bro. You beat the defending champions off of an injury. You know what I mean? You haven't played in a while now. It's like, come on. You beat the defending champions. We got something special, bro. Real talk. But the most important thing, honestly, besides the offensive line, is the play calling, bro. The play calling is absolutely terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. It's not consistently good, bro. It's not consistent at all. You gotta adjust to what you have on that field. Without a quarterback, you don't win. And you're right, pretty much. And that's what I be trying to tell people. They be like, "Oh, this player is washed. This player is this, bro." You need a quarterback, bro. There's no other way. Hey, what's up, Ty? The Steelers just beat your Vikings, and we already beat you guys in the Super Bowl. We already made that statement decades ago. The Steelers have already proved the Vikings are an issue. Hey, Aaron, Derek, listen, bro. Respectfully speaking, we ain't worrying about that Super Bowl back in the day, bro. If we play y'all again, we beating the brakes off of y'all. Respectfully, y'all beat us. I got a lot of love for y'all. Y'all did what y'all had to do. We almost came back on y'all. And you won't be saying that comment if we would have came back. But we lost. I can't say too much. But respectfully, if y'all get to the playoffs, if y'all get to the Super Bowl like the Vikings will be, we'll be at the Super Bowl 60, playing in the game on that field. When we get to the Super Bowl, I hope you make it. Because I want to go against the Steelers and I want to beat the brakes off of y'all, respectfully speaking. Shout out to you, though. Tyreek Hill without a leg. So you got Tyreek Hill over Justin Jefferson? I like Tyreek Hill, though. I ain't going to say her line. Spray the holes. I might have to, Blade. I got to do something. I'm about to go. I have to get off this live stream. I'm going to figure something out. I'm going to get a contract, but I'm going to try to scoop him up. If I get sprayed, pray for me, y'all. That's all I got to say. Just pray for a brother. I got a skunk underneath the deck, but I'm still committed to this YouTube channel, to this YouTube family. I am live talking about the Vikings. I am live, y'all. And we going, listen. I'm committed to this, man. I'm committed. Listen, I ain't stopping. I ain't gonna let a skunk stop me from talking to my family. I ain't gonna let a skunk stop me from talking to my YouTube family. It ain't happening over here, y'all. For real. Facts. 100. But everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Whether you're a Viking fan or not. If you're feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Whether you're a Viking fan or not. It's one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I got to say this respectfully. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, the mighty Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off your team. Yes, we took a couple L's. We 2-2 this season. The season looks daunting. People gave up. People gave up. I'm being honest. People gave up. But I'm not a Viking fan that gives up too easily. I'm not a Viking fan that gives up. And until we can't make the playoffs, I'm going to keeping the vibes that I have. I'm going to keep the energy that I have. I will keep it real, though. But right now, we in the race. We 2-2. We good right now. You know what I'm saying? We good right now. I ain't giving up. Your boy ain't giving up. Even with the skunk underneath the deck, I'm not giving up. You ain't making me give up. You know what I mean? I refuse. I refuse to give up. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. The heck is this? Hold on, y'all, real quick. But yeah, the injury report is spooky. I don't even know what to say about the injury report. The injury report is just out of control. I don't like it. It don't make no dang on sense. And something ain't right. Something ain't right. Oh man. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building. I truly appreciate y'all. It's early. The Vikings may be in trouble. We're 4-0 and still had problem with a clown, selfish player. Oh no, you talking about your wide receiver? Keep the distance. Yeah, I got it. See, Blade Runner. That's my issue. I think my cat just knocked the Wi-Fi out the wall. My dangle computer said no internet connection, so I gotta go check on my cat. In the NFL, it don't matter how you play during the season. It matters in the playoffs. The Giants did it twice. Jose Rodriguez, you facts, bro. Dylan Gabriel, look out, Vikings. Victor E, respectfully, I disagree with that narrative. Let me say this. I disagree with your opinion, bro, respectfully. And when we beat the brakes off of the Browns, we're going to make Dylan Gabriel. And listen, I want Dylan Gabriel to do good, bro. I really do. I want him to do good. I ain't a hater. But this week, it ain't happening. I refuse to even have come out my mouth that he's going to do good against this defense that we have. A Brian Flores-led defense. Jonathan Grenard is going to play. Look him up. One of the best pass rushers in the game. The myth, the legend, Ivan Pace Jr. I know he's been struggling. He's going to do his thing. Andrew Van Ginkel ain't playing. Blake Cashman ain't playing. I need a big game from Jonathan Allen. Please, brother. Please, brother, have a better game. Hargrave, please have a good game this week. I know Isaiah Rodgers is going to do his thing. Byron Murphy's going to do his thing. Theo Jackson's going to do his thing. Harrison Smith is going to do his thing. Dallas Turner on the injury report. So I don't know if he's even playing. What the heck is going on with this team, y'all? I just realized pretty much the whole team is injured, bro. What the heck is going on? Like, listen. Like, what's going on? He said, what'd he say? He said it can't be worse than Joe Flacco. Hey, listen, it can't be worse than Joe Flacco, but respectfully speaking, we're going to make him look like a rookie that he is. We're going to make him look like a rookie that he is, brother. Respectfully. You're not beating the Browns. Hey, listen, Alexander, respectfully, bro, I disagree with that, bro. Respectfully, we beating the brakes off the Browns, 17-13. We beating the brakes off of them this week. You're mid. Yeah, man, thank you, man. Yeah, shout out to you for that compliment. Isaiah Rodgers, yes, is a dog, bro. Fat 881 Deuce. Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you, my guy. You know a dog when you see one, huh? You know a dog when you see one. You talk about the guy that had a pick six. You talk about the guy that punched the ball off the Bulls' hand, gathered up the fumble, and returned it for a touchdown. You talk about that guy. You talk about one of them. You talk about that dog Isaiah Rodgers. Know what I'm saying? He plays for the mighty Minnesota Vikings right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you talk about that guy. You know a dog when you see a dog. Let's go, baby. Shout out to everybody's in the building. Big Task is in the building. I watched more Isaiah Rodgers than the Vikings. Yeah, that Vikings game. Yeah, man. But you need to be a Viking fan. Since you're an Isaiah Rodgers fan, you might as well be a Viking fan. Aaron Derrick said, yo, do you think it's a skunk specifically? Yeah, it is a skunk. I have a picture. I wish I could put the picture on here, but I'm not going to do that. You bet on a wrong quarterback. Should have never let Sam Darnold. Oh, my gosh. What were they thinking? We're going to see what happens. They were thinking that JJ would be that guy. We'll see what he does, though. You feel me? We'll see if he's that guy. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm about to get off this live stream in about 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. And make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything, whether you're a Viking fan or not. You are welcome to be part of this YouTube family. I always say sports is design that brings us together, not separate us. Thank you so much. And when we go live for the games, you can come on the show at halftime and tell me how you feel. I'm a Colts fan. Hey, listen. Hey, Danny Dimes is doing something, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Respect to the Colts. I'm not being sarcastic. It was just weird that he played so well in the last 2 games. He just tanked. Yeah. We know 81 Lions on the North. Just accept the fact. Go Lions. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, I disagree, bro. When we gonna beat the Braves off the Lions, I hope you keep that same energy. I seen him play for 5 years now. Yeah. He's good. He's really good. Mighty Minnesota Vikings. Yes. More like Mighty Minnie Mouse Minnesota. Nah, bro. Yo, Cam. Yeah. I like him too. Yeah. Okay. You know some people. Hey, my boy know a little bit of something. 87-70 Knicks, man. We ain't worrying about none of that. It's preseason, bro. I ain't worrying about none of that, bro. We gonna be all right though. I just want to see some good games, but I gotta go handle this skunk issue, y'all. I need everybody to pray for me that I don't get sprayed. If I'm not on the live stream in a couple of days, bro, if I'm not on the live stream later, or if I'm not on the live stream tomorrow, hey, listen, I got sprayed by a skunk, y'all. I got sprayed by a dang old skunk. I got a skunk underneath my deck. I feel some type of way, but I got to handle this problem. See, problems and issues are going to come your whole entire life. It's the way you handle those issues. It's the way you handle those problems. And I'm going to make sure I handle this problem. You feel me? But shout out to everybody that's in the building. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Minnesota are going to beat Detroit. Yes, we're going to beat Detroit. CB Williams. Yes, we will beat Detroit. But shout out to everybody in the building. I'm getting off. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way up. Like I said, we going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you are a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family where everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. But respectfully speaking, the Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off your team. And that's all I got to say, y'all. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day, and God bless to each and every one of y'all. He said, come to Indian. He said, come to Indian. We start business. Man, I don't know you. No disrespect, bro. Respectfully, I don't know who you are, but hopefully you, hopefully hope you do well. Stanky little Viking fan. Man. Don't get into the scrap with a skunk because you're losing that one. Yeah, hey, I'm about to get sprayed by a skunk, y'all. If I get sprayed, you know why. I listen. It looks like it's not alive. It's literally. Listen. I might post it on Instagram if you want to know. I have a skunk underneath my deck. I am nervous. I'm not scared of many things. I'm not even scared of the skunk. What I'm scared of is what the skunk can spray me with. Whatever that chemical, whatever that stuff is, I don't even want to do my research on what that smell is coming from. I don't want it on me. That's all I got to say. I don't want that stuff on me, bro. So I'm nervous. I ain't scared of nothing but my Lord and Savior. Only person I'm scared of is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. God, right? But I am nervous to get sprayed by this skunk. I'm not going to sit here and cap. I ain't scared of nothing besides him, my Savior. But this skunk right here, I don't want to be smelling like skunk juice. I just don't want it. So I gotta go make a couple of calls. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this, because if he's not alive, I can just handle it myself and just grab him up and then throw him, and then I don't know what the heck I'm gonna put it at. I don't know where I'm gonna put it at. But I don't know. I'm really confused. I never dealt with a skunk issue before, so I got to figure something. I Googled some stuff. They said mix it in with some type of pepper, and they said peroxide and spray around and they leave. Hey, listen, bro, I don't got time for that, man. The skunk is underneath my deck. I got to get him out of here, man. So I got to figure out something, what I can do to scare him off so he doesn't come back. See, the thing about it, I don't want to just scare him off. I want him to stay away. You get what I'm saying? Because every time, like I want him to stay away. So, yeah. Y'all get where I'm going with this. He said, that spray will wreck your house. Yes! So that's the thing I'm nervous about. It's underneath my deck, right? And it's just laying there. And I'm nervous because it's a dang skunk. I knew I was about to blame it on my cat. Poor kitten, poor Zeke. I got a cat named Zeke. I just adopted him, and Zeke is short for Ezekiel, and I was about to blame it on my kitten, and he's a little purr, and I'm like, man, you need to stop. Whatever you doing, you got to figure out. You got to find that litter box and make sure but it's not him. It's a dang skunk. So I gotta apologize to my cat. I gotta say sorry. I thought it was you. My thoughts was like, oh, it gotta be Zeke downstairs. It's not him. So it's dang on skunk. So I got to figure out what to do. He said, put some respect on Jordan. Yeah, Jordan Addison going to do good. The problem with every wide receiver on our team is we need our quarterbacks to throw them the ball. There's no point of having good wide receivers if they can't get the ball. You feel me? Jordan Addison got a lot of respect from me. It's just, can Carson Wentz get him the ball? Can J.J. McCarthy get him the ball? That's my only concern, y'all. That's my only concern. But everybody's in the building, please make sure you double tap, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. He said use vinegar. Mothballs. Okay, brother Jordan. Yeah, poor Zeke almost got the boot. Nah, I wasn't going to kick him up. My kids, my wife actually picked Zeke out. You know what I mean? So I can't get rid of him. I wasn't going to get rid of him. I'm an animal person. I'm more of a dog person than a cat person. This is my first cat I ever had in my life. So, I'm like, I'd rather have a dog, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. I'll do a cat. I'll have a cat. He's a kitten. He's very cute, and I like him. But I thought it was him. I said, "What is the smell down here?" But I know what a skunk smells like. So I was like, "It can't be him." But that was my first like when I was processing the smell. I said, "Damn!" And I thought the skunk was in the house. So I went in the basement, and like outside, my deck is right there by the basement. So I'm like, all right. I'm thinking the skunk is in the dang on basement. It's not in the basement. So I'm like looking out. I'm like, oh, maybe it's outside somewhere. So like I said, I did a couple of errands, came back, and I said I still smelled the skunk. So then I looked underneath my deck, and it's a dang on skunk literally just laying there chilling. And it had and I don't know if it's alive or not. So I'm banging on the dang on. There's like a little door. Like my deck it's like the deck up here. Then you got the steps going down, right? Then there's like the stuff underneath the deck, and there's like a door here. And the skunk is like laying in like this little area underneath the deck where like I'm glad I didn't put none of my kids' bikes or anything right there because I was about to do that, but I didn't do it. And all of a sudden, I just looked, I happened to look there, and the skunk is just laying right there, bro, chilling. But like I said, I don't know if the skunk is alive or not. So I have to go, I'm gonna take a chance. So like I said, if I don't, and shout out to my boy Rob in the building. Yo, what's going on, my brother? My boy Presto's in the building. Rob's in the building. We are winning, almost beat the Steelers. We'll have no problem with the Browns. Let's get it. Let's go to the boy. You know the vibes, bro. Salute to you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a contract bag or two. I gotta tell my wife and I gotta tell my kids that we're gonna have to go a different section. We're gonna go another way to get in the house because I don't want to take a chance of it being alive and spraying them. So I gotta figure a way. But I'm gonna get this skunk one way or another. That skunk is gotta go. It gotta go. Straight up. Gotta go. He said we should have kept Sam Howell. No. Can our O-line give the quarterback time as well? I think that our quarterback can give enough time to get a quick pass off, not like these long drawn out plays that KLC is calling right now. I feel like you got to adapt to what's on the field. It's kind of like I used this example the other day, right? All right, Tom Brady is what type of quarterback? Let's use Peyton Manning, right? He's a drop back quarterback. He doesn't scramble. I don't think I ever seen Peyton Manning scramble one time, ever. I never seen him do it, right? Didn't need to. Didn't have to. The time was different as well, right? You wouldn't give Peyton Manning the same offense you would give Lamar Jackson. You get what I'm saying? Like, as a head coach, you have to make those adjustments. You can't just, I'm gonna, and I say this respectfully, I'm gonna have the same game plan I had with Sam Darnold. I'm gonna have the same thing I'm gonna do with JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy he's a second-year quarterback that only played 2 games, and you're gonna still call plays like he's Sam Darnold. I'm not saying JJ McCarthy isn't better than Sam Darnold eventually, but right now Sam Darnold's better quarterback. He's been in the game a while. But you got to give him the opportunity. You got to give JJ McCarthy the opportunity to be successful. You can't just, especially when your offensive line, on paper, our offensive line could have been one of the best offensive lines in the game. But now, right now, with the injuries, we're one of the worst offensive lines in the game. You can't have these long, drawn-out plays and expect these routes to develop with a bad offensive line. It's not going to happen. Not JJ McCarthy's. Nah, bro. Respectfully. Yeah, but I think we'll be fine though, bro. I don't want to jack your name up, Vincenti. If I jack your name up, I don't mean that in no disrespect, bro. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. We got Andrew Miller in the building. He said, when I was a kid, I was walking and following a skunk. I tried to warn the joggers coming up, but they ran up just to get sprayed. That's what I'm nervous about. I'm nervous about that. I don't want to get sprayed. I don't want my family to get sprayed. Skunk and family under the deck. Yes, the skunk is underneath my deck, bro. I gotta figure something out. I'm irritated, but at the same time, it's like he's just trying to find a home. I don't know what he's trying to do. Who's your favorite soccer player outside of the States? My son's a big soccer guy. My son would probably say Ronaldo. I'd probably go Ronaldo. I matter of fact, I'm a Messi person, so I'm going Messi. Messi. Seen Carolina best Atlanta 30 and nothing any given Sunday. Don't sleep on the Browns. Yeah, any given Sunday, but Jose Rodriguez, we beating the bricks off the Browns. I ain't worrying about all that. Yeah. Yeah, ammonia. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. Marvin, you funny. You a funny dude. Yeah, what's good? Rounds of pain don't matter. TY's in the building. They say skunks like lemons, pepper wings. Move the pocket, screen game, and pound Jordan Mason. Yeah, I agree, Rob. Um, Baptized skunk and he'll never come back. Baptized skunk and he'll never come back. Dang, off topic, but you look like a coworker of mine. It's freaky. You ain't got a brother. You don't got a brother in Chicago. You know what the funniest thing? Ever since I did this YouTube channel, and I'm not coming at you, bro. I'm just saying this. You know how crazy? I don't know people that's been on this live stream, bro. Everybody that be on this channel, a lot of people, not everybody, but some people. People said I look like LeBron James. I didn't even look my beard. I didn't even pick it out. I got my beard is actually thicker than this, by the way. Someone said I look like LeBron James. I'm assuming because of my beard, right? Someone said I look like Kevin Hart. Somebody said I look like I'm growing my dreads back. Look, you can't. I gotta pick my hair. I gotta pick my hair, brush my hair. I'm growing my dreads back. Well, not really grow them. I'm gonna crochet my dreads back because I didn't throw away my dreads. I'm gonna get my dreads back. Someone said I look like a dark version of J. Cole. Somebody said, so it's just a lot of people that said I look like someone. I don't know. Maybe I look like a lot of people. You know, they did say that there's at least at least one person that looks like you that can probably be your twin. They did say that there's somebody. It could be someone all the way around the world. They look just like you, bro. You never met them. You might not have no relation to them. You might be related to them. I don't know. But there's always someone that looks like somebody. You know what I mean? It's so weird. You know what I mean? But it's true. But no, I don't have, to my knowledge, I don't have a brother in Chicago. What I will say is I might have family in Chicago. I don't, hold on, what did I just do? I might have a family member in Chicago. I don't know. My family, I got a big family, even though I don't know too much family. I got a big family. Um, but at the same time, bro, I don't know. Maybe. In high school, two brothers got sprayed before school. That sucks. He said from a skunk is one of their traps. They sent the whole school home. Oh my gosh. You look like really played for the Vikings. Hey, listen. I I hope one day I can get a interview with one of the coaches or the owner or somebody. I would like to interview the owner. Let's go all the way to the top. Go all the way to the top. I want to interview him. I'm gonna say, yo, hey, listen, man, y'all, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna do an interview. I'm like, yo, man, interview me, man. I mean, this could be y'all. You know what I mean, I could talk. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just interview me for something. Give me a job on that team somewhere, bro. I'm a big time Viking fan. Give me a job somewhere, man. I got y'all, man. You know what I mean? I'll ask him, man, what made you? I don't know the history of the ownerships of the Vikings. I never did my research on that. I'm really curious if they're the owners of the Vikings forever. I don't know. I don't know if they passed it down to a family member or I know Ziggy Wolf and somebody else is the owner of the Vikings. So I'm not really sure how far back, how long they owned the Vikings, but I would love to know that. Like, that's a good generational wealth business. Like if you own like a franchise, like an NBA team or like a baseball team or a basketball team, a soccer team or whatever team, bro, that's generational wealth, bro. Like they said the Dallas Cowboys, I can't stand the Dallas Cowboys, but they said that the Dallas Cowboys team is the stadium, I think is worth the most out of every team in the world. Out of every stadium in the world, they're worth the most. So, but yeah. Vikings are better than the Packers historically. We'll beat the brakes off the Packers. Shout out to my guy, bro. Shout out to my guy, Blitzy. There were 6 skunks under the chapel in college. A guy from the new took them out. Nah, I don't want to do that though. But I don't want him to come back. But after I get off this live stream, I'm about to get off this live stream in like two minutes. No, it's not. It's not in the basement though. It smelled like it was in the basement because my basement is right next to the deck. It's combined to the deck. So if you look outside, you'll see the skunk. You'll see the skunk. So I'm about to go out there right now and see if I can if he's still in the same spot. If he's still in the same spot, I think he might be not alive. But do I take the chance and have a bag and get sprayed if he's alive? Because they are nocturnal animals. They sleep during the day. I am nervous. Take that ugly helmet off. Steelers own y'all. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, bro. It's not an ugly helmet, man. You know you liked it. Hey, you know you like this helmet, bro. Don't hate on the. Don't hate on the helmet. Skull to the bowl, baby. Don't hate on the helmet. Steelers suck, bro. Let's be real. Man, we'll beat the brakes off the Steelers when we play them again. Best defender of all time for John Randall, dude, was crazy. Yeah, John Randall, definitely a dog. And they try to say he was undersized and everything. That's why I said it's not about like people so analytic, bro. Like super, oh my gosh, his arm is 2 inches shorter than the average size arm. Like, who does stuff like that, bro? But people be really saying, oh, his hands are a little bit smaller than a normal size hand as a defensive tackle. I'm like, can the man play? The man's an inch or two shorter than he probably the typical size linebacker. Okay, but can he play? They said the same thing about Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis is one of the best linebackers in the game. See, people gotta stop looking at the way people look and all that, and can the man play? You go by if he can play or not. There's so many all-time great players that weren't the typical size when it comes to their hand size or their arm length or their height and this blah 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 blah. It's a bunch of nonsense to me. But shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Skull to the bowl. I gotta get off this live stream. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. And I always say that sports with design that brings us together, not separate. But I will say this, respectfully speaking, as a big time Minnesota Viking fan, we will beat the brakes off your team. And I say that respectfully. I say that respectfully. When we go against your team, we're gonna beat the brakes off your team. Shout out to everybody. I gotta go handle this skunk problem. Wish me luck. Everybody, wish me luck. Oh, Packers, 4 rings. Don't take chances with the skunk. Oh, so you said don't take the chances. All right, so I gotta hire an exterminator then. Steelers will win the division and lose to the. No, you give a shout out. He said, "Yo, give me a shout out." Okay, I'll give you a shout out. Hank the hamster. Shout out to you. God bless to you. John Randall ain't even top 50 of all time. What you mean? John Randall ain't top. John Randall, one of the greatest players of all time, bro. Look up his numbers, bro. Steelers about to write. Don't be a hater. Steelers about to write a new narrative. Y'all just watch and wait. We going, hey, Mike, respectfully, I got a lot of respect for the Steelers. I got a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin, one of my favorite head coaches in of all time, to be honest with you. I wish he was our head coach prior to before he left and went to y'all. But things happen. Wish him nothing but the best. But respectfully speaking, if we play y'all in the Super Bowl this year, because we will be in the Super Bowl, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all, respectfully speaking. But shout out to everybody. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, bro. I'm not. Listen, a lot of weirdos in the comments. Some people just be weird. Not a lot. There's some weirdos. I'll say there's some weirdos in the comments. God called me Puff. Hey, listen, respectfully. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that. I'll move on. Brought the Vikings. Oh, 2005. Okay. From the Red McCombs. Okay. They're second poorest owners in the NFL, worth about $500 million. Oh, well, that's crazy. Thank you for that information, bro. Aaron Rodgers, current top to no. Stop, Mike. Stop it, Mike. I know you a Steelers fan, but come on. Hey, listen, we ain't worrying about that. We're going to beat the brakes off the Packers this season, though. Respectfully. Go Vikings. Be here after Sunday game. Oh, I'm going to be here, bro. Hey, listen. I'll be live for the game. So it's in London. It's going to be an early game. I think it's at 9:30. So I'll probably be live 9:15 a.m. and we'll be live. So I ain't going nowhere. I ain't scared to smoke Jose. But I got to get off, y'all. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Vikings and the Bills. Did your snake alarm just go off? No. We need to do alarm. Again, my God. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got you. Everybody wants to join the live streams at halftime and after at halftime, every single game you could be in the live stream and being part of the show. But I gotta get off, y'all. Salute to y'all. God bless. Shout out to my guy Too Evil. Cut Maxi. Nah, bruh. Don't do that, bro. Even he's still, yeah. We'll see. 0 chance Vikings get to Super Bowl. 0% chance. We'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'll see you Sunday. I'll see everybody Sunday, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, right, because y'all don't do. All right, we'll see. We'll see unless they get tickets. That's funny. All right, peace out, y'all. Gotta handle this skunk problem. I'm out.